Hey guys, we're going to step into a whole new territory soon, but I just want to summarize because it's good to keep this stuff clear, right? We started with what you feel when you first join. It's like, oh my God, exciting. This thing's going to explode. I'm going to get seen on Google automatically. I'm going to have my downline filling in spots for me. It's going to take off. I'm going to have all these prodigies sign up below me. They're going to take off and explode. I'm going to make a lot of money just by hopping into the chain. Okay, we kind of busted through a lot of that, right? So we explored the problem. We started with what you think is going to happen. Then we went through what the problems tend to be. And then when we stepped from there, we started to hint at how efficiency works, right? And in so doing, we started talking about where do we need to go to make this thing successful? And how do you duplicate that? As an example, you find out how to split the jobs and the tasks of 3 so you can get a much greater than 3%. You can even boast about 50% participation in our super affiliate group, our personal super affiliate group, right? You want to talk about everybody wanting to be part of your group. You know how many guys in the affiliate program who are not assigned to you? You can ask them to ask the owners to get reassigned to you. There's a pro and a con. The pro, a lot more people in your group. The con, it's going to scare the parent company when many of their affiliates are going to want to rejoin through your group. Now they want to really focus on you, right? Because that shift of power is very different for them. It means that suddenly they're going to owe you a lot more commission than they owed across all those groups together. Why? Because those guys weren't doing anything. They want to join your group because they don't have a group. So the company was earning from them, not having to pay them back. But if all these guys are suddenly wanting to wave across here, the company knows it's because they see they're probably going to make a lot more money over here. And if so many different people of all races, sizes, ages, colors, ethnicities are saying, I want to join here, then you probably have something objectively powerful set up. First of all, will the company be okay with it? Second of all, even if the company has nothing against it on paper, are they going to come up with a way to explain to you you can't do that just to break your monopoly? Because that's going to scare them, right? All of a sudden, they're going to owe a lot of money per month that they were not owing before, never expecting to pay before. Companies never think people are going to make downlines. They tell you you might. You know, fine print, you may not, but it's easy. Here's how you do it, right? And so they explain it like, hey, you're going to get rich. And so you join, right? Most people never get anywhere with it, right? So what's going to scare them? Well, what that means is they make most of the money. They'll frame it this way. For, every $100 that comes in, we pay out $50 to the downline in terms of sales, commissions, and so on. We keep half. Yeah, but these guys have to make a minimum 3 sales a month to collect their commission, but otherwise they're on the auto ship, right? They can't collect any money for that month unless they get at least 3 sales, something like that, because the company says, we got to grow. And they're right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. A company should do that. Human nature, though, is that they're not going to get up and do anything, right? Only 3% tend to. So the company keeps 100% instead of paying 50% back on most of their legs in their affiliate program, right? So if all of a sudden all those legs want to join underneath you, all of a sudden they're going to owe 50%. So if they used to be making a net 500 grand a month, now they're making a net 250 grand a month. I'm just using simple analogy. They're losing a house a month, aren't they? In much of mainstream America, like a house a month. You think they're going to take that line down? No, they'll change their terms if they have to. How many of you guys know the program owner reserves the right to refuse you for any reason at all? Okay, so they'll bust your monopoly out or they'll bust you off. That's one thing. There's one other thing. I want to point this out. It matters. The reason for the replicated links again. You're going to take yours, you're going to run off to all the social media and you're going to start posting your stuff up. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, anywhere that you start posting. And while you're doing, and who knows what, but while you're doing that, okay, they're getting all this benefit from Google. Google sees how popular the program is and they start to rise and rank organically. So they get a lot of free hits just direct from Google to them. Not through the affiliates, but because they rose, They're getting seen by lots of people searching for make money online or who knows what, a bunch of those keywords, and they're seeing them. They're getting direct sales. Again, 100%. They'll tell those guys 50%, all you have to do is sign people up, and all these guys got an auto ship. And don't sign up 3 people so they keep 100% from all those guys. And they're only paying 50% out to the guys who really do the recruiting, right? But what? They worked hard for those guys. They don't want them to move into your group, all right? Because all of a sudden they got to pay on all that. They lose a house a month. But the other thing I want to say was this, and I've seen this, and some of you guys have probably seen this too. When you get really popular and you put all those links out, company will have some excuse for getting rid of you because you're making so much that they're losing a lot on you. You know what they realize? All we have to do is snip your identity from your affiliate link. We just keep the income that comes through that affiliate link because we cut you out of the program. Huge amount of extra money they just started to make. And they'll give you some reason why. And you'll say, you can't do that. And they'll say, yeah, we can. Look at the terms. We refuse the right, or reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. And they'll pay you off to a certain point, right? But let me give you the final element to that thing. And this matters a lot. If you can't do anything about it, all you can do is try to threaten to take all those backlinks back down again, take all those posts back down again. But the reality check is they know you're not going to because, you got to make a living. So you're going to have to find another way to make some money, and you're never going to go back and take all those links down again, right? You're never even going to go back and complain on all those threads because you frankly aren't going to get reinserted into the program, and you know that, okay? So that's the only other point I want to make about that is this. They hold cards. You lose your negotiating power if you are promoting the replicated links because you don't have an asset of your own, okay? I want to show you how to create an asset you can protect and control for your own downline, but the company can't decide that they're going to kick you out, because if they do decide they're going to kick you out for some reason that's no good, you can switch all that power to the next company that wants to take on everything you're doing and the downline you've been developing, and you can be running just like that. We'll get there. Okay.